morning run.
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runner, grab your coffee.
You've been on top of the Shedeur rumors and news, man. There's been a lot of talk out there, speculation that the Browns have been fielding calls and interest in Shedeur, aka Shediggity Sanders. What's your thoughts?
Shiggity, shiggity. My thoughts is this, and I put it out there. My thoughts and everything I felt about it. Which is, first of all, we got faith in Andrew Berry and what he's been doing so far since Shedeur's been there, which has been a great job of adding some pieces around Shedeur Sanders to improve this team, adding some draft capital, things of that nature. But, recently we had some trade talk rumors out there saying that they've been fielding calls for Shedeur Sanders. And first of all, I don't think that that's the route they should go. Their route, their path, I feel, is clear for them, for their future success with Shedeur Sanders at the quarterback position. But they have a decision to make because we don't think, and we talked about this before, we don't think they're going to go into the season with the four quarterbacks that they have on the roster currently in Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, Taylor Green, and Dylan Gabriel. So there has to be a trade somewhere. I think we agree there that there have to be a move, that there will be a move somewhere. But we just think that I feel like it's going to be Dylan or Deshaun rather than Shedeur or Taylor. So that's what I put out there. We talked about the speculations of him going to the Jets. I asked my audience out there what they felt about that. And, I think it's overwhelming that Shedeur can handle the lights in New York or anywhere he goes, and he'll bring value also. So, the talks are out there, but I don't think the Browns are going to be browning and make a move to trade Sanders.
I like that, the Browns and browning, because the Browns will get brownish and do some stuff that has never been done before, just make you scratch your head. Let me just take this thing in some bits and pieces in no particular order, Chico.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, if you got a man that ain't nobody trying to holler at, your man ain't worth a damn. Fellas, if you got a lady that don't nobody else want, your lady ain't worth a damn. So when they say people have been calling about Shedeur and you list the quarterbacks that are in the Browns room, who else would they ask about? Deshaun Watson, who has been unproven since coming back off an injury with a boatload of money attached to him. Dylan Gabriel, who has shown you who he is with the opportunity he had, and the new guy. So if I'm going to call the Browns, if I'm one of 32 teams and I'm going to call a team with multiple quarterbacks in their room and I'm going to call the Browns, that's the one I'm going to ask about.
Right.
Don't mean that's the one you're going to get, because I'm reminded, Chico, of the color purple.
The color purple?
What does the color purple got to do with the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur? I'm glad you asked. Because when Mr. First pulled up, he didn't want Sealy. He asked about Nettie.
He did.
And he said, no, can't have Nettie. You can take Sealy. So when they're going to pull up, they're going to ask about Shedeur. And they're going to say, no, can't have Shedeur. You can have Dylan Gabriel.
Indeed.
But I will say this, man. At the end of the day, I want what's best for Shedeur Sanders. It's always difficult to be a analyst, a talking head, and also be a fan and supporter of the person, because sometimes what's in their best interest may not line up with your particular sports view. Because I've said all along that the Browns were just not the franchise of choice for a quarterback, because look how many quarterbacks that they have mismanaged over a 30-year period. But I want Shedeur to be where he wants to be. And I know he's going to always be present where his feet are, no matter where he is, and giving everything his best to be the pro that he is. But I'm going to tell you, Chico, when you put that Jets thing out there, or the world put that Jets thing out there, can you imagine Shedeur Sanders in the bright lights of the city that never sleeps, the capital of the world, the marketing capital of the world in New York? Boy!
And that's all I was saying. And people were jumping on my head. You want him to go to New York? I said, no, just imagine him being in New York. Hell, they putting it out there. They got Shedeur Sanders with pictures in Jets jerseys and Saints jerseys. Okay, well let's just look
Well,
at it then.
I mean, I have the same opinion I had when it seems like forever ago when it looked like he was going to go to the New York Giants. I just think the city of New York and being a Sanders and being Shedeur is just a great place. I mean, it's just Shedeur Sanders is a major market guy. Like he's going to make any market major, which is why look at what he was able to do in revenue from the bench in Cleveland.
Right.
What's going to happen when he's starting somewhere and throwing touchdowns? Like if he produced 17 million and only played 6 games, what's going to happen when he's playing 12, 16, 18 games into the playoffs? World, watch out. But trade rumors are going to always exist, and then trade rumors are always going to exist around the person that's the hot commodity, which is why I started off with, like, ladies, if you take it back to boys in the hood when they were sitting around at the cookout and they said, "Oh, girl, whose man is that?" I know you're gonna try to clip that, Chico, and make it into some kind of glizzy moment or something.
What they saying up?
Yeah, that's the trick. I always get to repeat it, see if they'll do it better with a little more energy. And I tried to do it not as zesty.
What you ain't got to do is let's just do it again.
Hey, who's that guy right there? That's what the girl sitting around said. Like, I mean, because Trey walked in and Trey was the hot trade. Like, if we're gonna pick one of these jokers out here, you think what? Doughboy? Monster? No,
Little Chris in the chair.
Like this. I don't have a lot of choices here.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Even the pregnant girl sitting there on the tray, like
right. So if they're going to call, of course they're going to ask about Shedeur Sanders, and like you said, already $17.7 million in sales, and that's not including jerseys. Just imagine if he's in a huge market like New York and he mess around and start winning. We talking about another record broken. He'll break his own record.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, I do think I like the talent that New Orleans has. I like the talent that the Jets have, but I do think the talent that Cleveland has right now, younger, they can grow with Shedeur. He's already gotten, used to some of these guys, gotten to know some of these guys. I don't want to see him leave right now. I kind of really want to see him resurrect the Cleveland Browns or have a chance to resurrect the Cleveland Browns.
I want to see that happen and drive the cost up.
That's what I was going to say. And then, he could,
absolutely.
King's
and Chico, other than, here we are a year removed, a year and a few months removed. And other than, off the top of my head, the Las Vegas Raiders, all the teams that were in need of a quarterback when Shedeur was coming out and they passed on him are really still in need of a quarterback. I mean, the Steelers situation hadn't improved. I mean, at some point, Aaron Rodgers going home. Both teams in New York haven't improved. The Saints have not improved, their quarterback room. So it's like you still have these 5 to 6 teams out there who took the first 4 rounds off and didn't go after them are still in the same situations other than the Vegas Raiders who got their guy this year. And we'll see, how his understudy role works out. But I want what's best for Shedeur in the long run. And I do think that going somewhere right now, particularly somewhere he's not the immediate starter and then has to develop relationships again, may not be in the best interest of his second contract. Because if he can get this opportunity with the Browns, which he deserves, and he can resurrect that franchise and be what we know him to be at Jackson State, at Colorado, at Trinity, when it comes time for that second contract, y'all gonna have to back up the U.S. Mint, the Brinks truck, Citibank, TD Ameritrade. Everybody got to come.
Back it up. I agree, Unc. And so we'll stay tuned for that. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Also, Shedeur Sanders, possible trade from Cleveland or stay in Cleveland. Let us know what y'all think.
Wake up, tap in, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runner, grab your coffee.